So many have proposed that we are in an identity crisis, a crisis of understanding the human person, and this is at the core of undignified treatment and regard for others. It's one thing, I think, to view human dignity as an abstract reality that we all have talking points around, but the essence of why it is even important to regard human dignity has to do, I think, with not abstractions about what it means, but what its relevance is. Its, if you will, incarnational relevance is in all that we do, right, in our interactions with others, in the various spheres of our activities. So in the world that I inhabit, professionally, medicine, there's been an ascendancy of a so-called technocratic model of medicine, a model which, among other features, views the human body as a machine and views the mind or one's consciousness or spirit as separate from the body. And I know the theologians in the audience are calling to mind other heresies, right? This improper dualistic view of the human person stems in large part from and is essentially rooted in, right, Gnosticism, and to some extent Manichaeism, errant philosophies which basically hold that matter is evil and that only spirit or non-bodily realities are good and true. The corollary of this, of course, is denial of the goodness and beauty of the human person, who is bodily creature. And in this regard, I often think of the dichotomy referenced by John Paul II while he was recovering in a hospital bed after his assassination attempt. He said that he said in essence that there is a tension between remaining a subject of one's illness and becoming an object of treatment. And this objectification of the person certainly counters a Christian anthropology, as we know in the Catechism, but many, in this case Bonhoeffer, once simply put it, man does not have a body, he does not have a soul, rather he is body and soul. And not only is an improper view of the person prevalent today, in the realm of medicine, patients too easily fall into this misunderstanding of the body. Dr. Pavella brought up assisted suicide and euthanasia. We sometimes see this in the requests for assisted suicide and euthanasia. When the patient views him or herself primarily as spirit and secondarily body, and so erroneously concludes that as the body is subordinated to the spirit, if it somehow can be treated differently, especially if it burdens the real person, spirit. Do you see how that can play into people's view, right?